Hello students. So we are going to do the last part of your law and ethics, which is ethics. Okay. So this is a 10 marks part. And we're going to start with lecture 1 today. Okay. This is for CMA Intermediate June 2023 attempt. Okay. Right. So what we are doing is ethics. So this is a very small part. Okay. So it's quite a small part. And you can get, about 10 marks from ethics easily. So I suggest you should go through this first, okay, and complete this part. So I'll be giving you these notes also. So I have abridged these notes, okay. So you can go through these notes, right? It will help you. So let's start with ethics. So I'll try to break this up into 2 lectures, right? So maybe 45 minutes, 2 lectures of 45 minutes each, right? Fine. So let's start. So basically, as you can see, the main title for you is business ethics, but we have not directly gone into business ethics. Okay, in your study material, we've been explained the general things about ethics and all, and then we go into business ethics. Okay, right. So now main thing is, see, with ethics, what happens is in our society, okay, we have a society, okay, and in society we have some rules, isn't it? There are some rules how you have to behave with each other, right? Right, how you have to behave with women, how you have to behave with children, okay, with teachers, many other things. These are the things which are already inbuilt in a society. Okay, so this is general, this is a general society, right? It's not, we're not talking about business, or we are not talking about anything specific. It's just a general society we are talking about. Okay, so this, the same values, it tells us that what is bad, okay, stealing is bad, okay, hurting someone is bad, okay, all these things are bad. So what are good conduct, what is bad conduct, all these things are explained by society. Now, okay, our interest is more into business, okay, because after studying CMA, you're going to go into corporate world, okay, or if not corporate world, then at least in a business world, right? So that's why business and corporate are used interchangeably here, okay. Business and corporate are being used interchangeably in the context of ethics, okay. Although corporate is just a part of business, there can be many different types of businesses. Of that, corporate is one structure, right? Fine. So now we are coming to, okay, this is your general thing about ethics, okay. So these are, in short, what we call them as morals, correct? Even in schools and all, you are taught moral science, isn't it? So these all come under morals, okay. But when a business organization is set up, okay, let's say a corporate is set up. So now corporate is just an organ of the society, okay. Corporate is set up as part of the society. It has to function in the society, right? If it has to make profits, it will have to function within society, and it will have to inculcate the values which the societies think are correct, okay. So which is why corporate or business world, okay, it takes from these morals, okay. These are the morals which it absorbs, okay. But now the thing is, there will be some difference between your general society morals and corporate or business morals. Okay. Now in society, there will be many people. Okay. In older days and all, you would have heard that sometimes if guests come, okay, guests come, and you do not have enough food for yourself and the guest, then you give the food to the guests. Correct? This was one of the morals of the olden days. I'm not sure how much we follow this nowadays, maybe not that much, but these were the old time morals. Okay. But corporate or business, okay, they are here to make a profit. Okay. If we ask them that do good to the society at the cost of your profit, then they will not do it, isn't it? They will not do good to the society at the cost of the profit. Right? So they are here to earn profit, they will earn profit, but what they can do is, if they are earning, let us say, this much of profit, okay, then what they can do is, they can use a part of it, let us say I'm showing in green, a part of it for social good. Okay, that much they'll do. But if say you ask them to give them their entire profit, they will not do it. They will not have the leverage of existing, the reason for existing. They will not have that. Okay. So these are some of the subtle differences between our society models and business, society morals and business morals. Okay. So let's see what are these ethics, okay, in detail, and then we'll go into business or corporate ethics. We'll also discuss professional ethics. Okay. A professional ethics is similar to your corporate ethics. Only difference is, as professionals of a body, like we are professionals of ICAI. Okay. So as professionals, we have certain responsibilities. So that is what we will see here in professional ethics. Specifically regarding what our institute says are our ethics. Okay. Right. So now, first thing is meaning, importance, nature, and relevance of ethics. Okay. This is the general part of ethics. So business is an extension of society, and no business can sustain by ignoring social values. Okay. If you are ignoring social values, nobody will purchase from you. Okay. So if someone comes to know that you are very bad to your employees, okay, you are exploiting your employees and then you are earning profit. So slowly people will stop buying from you, correct? Right? So individual values only become social values, and social values become business values or corporate values, correct? All these are related, right? So for when we talk about corporate ethics or business values, it will not be exactly the same as social values. Okay, as I told you in case of profit, okay, they will not accept that you have to give entire profit to the society, correct? But they will accept that they have to give some part to the society, right? But in the end, this is how it is structured. Okay. First thing is, values come from individuals. Okay. Right. There is no society which would have directly thought of values. Individual people, what is good, what is bad, they would have formed an opinion of it. Then when they came together as society, it became social values. Okay. And then your business was a part of or an organ of society. So it also absorbed some part of societal values. Okay. So now corporate ethics is therefore choosing, adopting, and practicing good things, avoiding bad things. These are general stuff, okay, which you all know. Okay. So ethics is a set of rules defining right and wrong conduct. Okay. This is one thing. If you get any short note about ethics and all, you have to write this. It is a set of rules defining right and wrong conduct. Okay. It is derived from Latin ethos, which means character. Okay, ethics means what? A man of good character, correct? It is derived from Latin ethos, which means character. Okay. It is a social science. Okay. It has derived its values from the society. So it's a social science. Okay, deals with what is right and wrong, what is moral, immoral, good behavior, bad behavior. Okay, all these things are what ethics is. Okay, It's a set of moral principles guiding a person's behavior. Okay, it guides your behavior. That is what you should do in a particular circumstance. Okay, if someone asks a bribe from you, what you should do. Okay, if someone asks you to exploit someone, what you should do. Okay, it guides a person's behaviors. Okay, and these morals are already shaped using our social norms, cultural practices. Religion also helps you improve your morals, correct? Right? The ethics tells us what is right, what is wrong, what is just, unjust in terms of humanity or human behavior. Right? It tells us how people should behave towards each other, and fulfill their obligations to the society. You live your lives, but fulfill your obligations to the society also. So these are all general things. Okay, you don't need to learn all this, but just putting all these things, you should be able to form a paragraph of what is ethics. Okay, fine. Right? So ethical beliefs are held by individuals. So first of all, your ethics starts from your own personality. Okay. As I said, it first starts from an individual, then it goes into the society. Society is a group of individuals, correct? Right? While ethical beliefs are held by individuals, they can also be reflected in the values, practices, and policies, okay, that shape the choices made by decision makers on behalf of organizations. So here is the first time they've related your societal ethics with business. Okay, in this para, the first link, because our interest in more is more into business ethics and professional ethics. Okay, normally ethics are held by individuals. Okay, but for business organizations, okay, business organizations, the policies of the business organization, it depends on the ethics of the decision makers. Correct? That's what they are saying here. Okay. So now see business ethics or corporate ethics. Okay, this is used to see how ethics can be applied to business activities. Okay. So ethics applies to all aspects of conduct relevant to the actions of individual groups and organizations. So this ethics basically applies to individuals. It starts with individuals. Okay. And then it will go into society. From society, it enters the business arena. Business doesn't, because business is an organ of the society. So business cannot survive by doing things which the society thinks is wrong. Okay. So in general, you can say ethics applies to everything: individuals, groups, organizations, business organizations, non-business organizations, everything. Okay. Okay. In addition to individual ethics and corporate ethics, we have professional ethics. Now we have already talked about individual ethics, okay, societal ethics, and corporate ethics, which is business ethics. Okay. Now we are coming to professional ethics. So professionals like managers, lawyers, accountants. Okay, these are all professionals: cost accountants, chartered accountants, company secretaries, doctors. Okay, they are professionals. So they exercise their specialized knowledge and skills, okay, while working for the public. Okay, they have some specialized knowledge with the general people do not have, right? Okay, so they have some obligations to the public because they have some specialized knowledge. Okay. What are some obligations? See, lawyers must hold client conversations confidential. Okay, they should not disclose client conversations to others. Okay, and as accountants, we know, right, that we must maintain highest levels of honesty and integrity in account keeping, record keeping, and financial analysis. Okay, and we should not leak out the information. Right. Here, an example has been given of professional organizations like American Medical Organization and licensing authorities like state governments set and enforce ethical standards. So people who take degrees from these organizations, Okay, they set and enforce their standards. Okay, so like doctors have their own ethical standards, they must follow that. We as cost accountants, we have our ethical standards. Okay, and if we do not follow those ethical standards, then institute can act against you. Okay, right? Similarly, chartered accountants and all that. So professional accountants, the organizations also enforce ethical standards apart from you having your own ethics. Okay, now we are coming to type of ethics. There are three main types. Okay, meta-ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. So this is something which is normally asked, right? So see, as I've said, it's a very small part. Okay, there are certain questions where the likelihood of asking is very high. Okay, I will tell you some 3 or 4 such questions for which your the chance of asking is very, very high. One is this type of ethics. Okay, 4-mark questions like that. Okay, can be asked. So there are only 3 types: meta-ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Okay, so meta-ethics is the larger picture. Okay, it deals with nature of moral judgment. It's only a small part, so you will have to learn this. Okay, types of ethics. First name these 3 and then just have to explain in one sentence. That's all. Meta-ethics is nature of moral judgment. Okay, it looks at the origins and meanings of ethical principles. It studies from the origins of ethics. Okay, this ethics, this was studied, this came from which society, which tribe. Okay, it studies the nature of moral judgment in detail right from the origin. Okay, normative ethics is more of our present day ethics, you can say. It is concerned with the content of moral judgments and criteria for what is wrong and what is right. It just says that for a certain thing, okay, what is right and what is wrong. Okay, that is what it is concerned with. But metaethics will go into the future. It will say, if this is right, why this is right, what was the reasoning behind it, which tribes or which countries, ancient countries, followed it. All that will be detailed study in metaethics. Normative ethics will tell you for the time being what is right, what is wrong. This is for your day-to-day observation. Normative ethics is more relevant to us than metaethics. Okay. Then applied ethics is different. It looks at controversial topics like war, animal rights, and capital punishment. Okay. So applied ethics is something different. Because normally, see, if you kill someone, is it right? It is wrong. Okay. Normative ethics will say that if you are killing or murdering someone, it is wrong. Okay. But applied ethics says that if you are killing someone to defend your country, that is right. Okay. So applied ethics will look at controversial topics like war, animal rights, and capital punishment. Okay. So capital punishment means what? Death penalty and all that are called as capital punishment. Okay. So now some countries have already abolished capital punishment, right? And some countries like India, for example, capital punishment is not abolished, but you give it only for the rarest of the rare case. Okay. You don't give it for normal murders and all that. But if it is the rarest of the rare case where the person has committed that murder in cold blood and has planned it for a long time, okay, and it will give a very wrong notion to the society, in that case, he can be hanged. Okay. So these are the 3, that's all. This is all about your types of ethics. If it comes, this is all you have to write. Okay. So I will give you these notes, use these notes. Okay. Of course, it has been derived fully from your study material, but I've cut off some certain things which are not important. Okay. This is what is relevant for you. Okay. Now, importance of ethics. Okay. Now, next point is importance of ethics. So this is also another question will be asked as importance of ethics only. So it's a requirement for human life, right? So So it's a means of deciding course of action. How you will decide a course of action using ethics? Okay, because without it, our actions will be aimless. We will not be able to decide whether to go for this or this. Okay, you will not be able to pick up a goal because you won't be able to pick within limitless number of goals. Because ethics will narrow it down. You know, this you have got say 5 job opportunities. You feel that okay, these 3 I will not join these 3 organizations because they are not ethical. Now you only have your choice among 2 organizations. Okay, it has narrowed it down. Okay, it helps you from deciding in picking between limitless number of goals. Okay, it is many goals you can pick up. Okay, this is the first importance of ethics. Okay, now, a proper foundation of ethics requires a standard of value to which all goals and actions can be compared to. That means, so how will you say that this organization is ethical, this is not ethical? First, you have to set up your moral standard, saying what is ethical, what is not ethical, correct? Isn't it? So that's what it says. A proper foundation of ethics requires a standard of value to which all goals and actions can be compared to. So to first have your own standard, and then you will compare the ethics of the organization to that standard. Okay. So how will you get your standard? Through your own life. Okay. Whatever you have learned in your life. Right. So the standard is based on your own lives, which is your standard. Okay. Now we have come into ethics, nature, and relevance to the business. Okay, what is the relevance of ethics to business? Okay, so several factors play role in success of company that is beyond financial statements. That is financial statements in the sense your profit. Okay, it's a company is not just successful because it is earning profit or it has a big building. Okay, there are several other factors which play a big role in the success of the company. Okay, some examples are organizational culture, management philosophy, and ethics in business. Okay, all these play a big role in how an organization functions and performs. Okay, no matter of size, of industry, level of profitability. Okay, business ethics is one of the most important aspects, because if the public will start thinking that you are not ethical, then they will move away from you, right? So management team now, it tells how the company should be run on a day-to-day basis, okay? So when management philosophy is based on ethical practices, then leaders can use those ethical practices in guiding many decisions of the organizations, okay? If management itself has an ethical principle, okay, and it follows those ethics at all costs. For example, don't be a racist. If anybody is known, I mean, if you have proved someone to be a racist, then you will fire that person, however good that person is. Then that means the company it is just passing a message that racism is not tolerated. Okay, right? And for companies also, for employees also, if they'll what happens is, see, I don't know whether you have worked in any organization or not, but when you work in organization, the organization's cultures slowly start permeating into you. Okay, you also slowly become like your organization. Hence, if you work for an ethical organization, it affects you and you also become ethical. Okay, it guides the employees. So employees also become ethical and it benefits the entire organization. Okay. Ethical behavior helps in creating long-lasting positive effects for a company. Okay. And then what happens if it is ethical? Good people try to come to the company. It can retain highly talented individuals and it will have a positive reputation in the society. Okay. In the end, ethics is related to profit, because see, if you are a chocolate making company, okay, for example, Cadbury's, okay. You remember that something happened some years back, that in a Cadbury, I think 5-star or not, I don't remember, okay, in a chocolate, uh, some worm came out. Okay, it was a one-off case, doesn't happen in Cadbury's, but for this, they had to troubleshoot this, and then they sent out a series of advertisements. If you all remember, with Amitabh Bachchan in it. Okay, so they said, like, the advertisement, it went like that in Hindi, saying "Isme kuch hai." The child says "Isme kuch hai." Then Amitabh says that there is nothing in it, only love and happiness. Something like that. So to spend lots of money in just covering up that one small mistake. Okay, because see, if the public thinks that their products they are not preparing it carefully, and it's not good for health, then public will not buy it. Okay, if they feel that no, they have ethics, if something is bad, they will throw it off, they will not give it to the public. That if you have that much belief in that company, you will definitely buy that company's products. Okay, then employees can make better decisions in less time with business ethics as guiding principles. Okay, how they can make better decisions in less time? Because they know that organization says this is right, this is wrong, right? Certain things, if they come across certain things which the company says are wrong to do, they will not do it. They can make quick decisions. Okay, right? It will increase productivity, because they will be able to decide quickly, right? Employees will start working with honesty and integrity. Whole organization will benefit, as we have seen. Okay, right? So if you are being dishonest, then somehow the society will come to know, and that means bad news for your organization. Okay, so employees of such businesses, okay, which demands a high standard of business ethics, they perform their jobs at a higher level, and they also stay honest to the organization. Okay, this is based on studies. If you are working for a very ethical and honest organization which doesn't compromise at all, such employees, they start taking pride being a part of the organization. Okay, and they themselves remain more loyal to the organization. Fine. So apart from this, ethical operation of a company is directly related to profitability in short and long terms. Like, as we have seen, if you're ethical, then people will buy from you. Okay, they will trust you. So from profit point of view also, it is good for you. Right? It's like both are interrelated. If your company is ethical, it will be profitable also. Okay, in the long term. If you try to get short-term profit using manipulation and all that, then you will not survive for a longer term. Fine. Okay. If a company's reputation is less than perfect, that is, if reputation is not good, then investors also will not buy stock. Okay, so it will not get proper financing also, right? So which is why ethical behavior and positive public image is very necessary to attract potential investors and current shareholders. So this sentence, this para is talking from an investment point of view. Your investors also will not invest in you if you are not ethical. Okay. Chalo. The next is values and attitudes of professional accountants. The professional accountants are people like us. Okay, CAs, CMAs, we are all professional accountants studied from professional bodies. Okay, so professional accountants do many work. They do several different kinds of work. Okay, they work in public sector, private sector, not for profit sector, regulatory sector. Okay, academician, for teaching profession. Okay, and their work is based on their knowledge of accounting. Why is their demand so high? Okay, why is the demand so high for CMAs, CAs, CS, right? Even today, it's a jargon is said, which says that, you have more vacancies for these professional accountants than the number who pass out. Okay, so why is there so much demand for them? Right, because of their special skills. Okay, the professional accounts have the task of defending the quality of financial reporting right at source. Okay, so they have to make sure that the financial data is correct right from the source. Okay, till your financial statements are prepared, or later on cost statements are prepared. Okay, so it is on them that the business depends, that whatever is shown in the books is exactly the right thing. Okay, so like their counterparts in taxation and auditing, other professional fields, the professional accountants are tax and audit, right? They play a business important role for overall stability and progress of society. Okay, because it is not their role. Okay, if you've got very ethical, good quality professional accountants, people will believe more that whatever data is being shown, it is correct. Okay, that's why they have a big role in success of the enterprise. Okay, so this is a general para, that a competent professional accountant is an invaluable asset to the company. Okay, right, they have an inquiring mind, and they because of them, people will think that whatever work they are doing and whatever they have certified, that is correct. Okay, so that's why professional accountants are very, very important. Whatever they certify, if a normal BCom or MCom, MBA will certify, then people will not trust that much. But if a C or CMA is certified, or a CS for that matter, okay, so then the trust which is placed on their certification is much higher, right? Then, okay, next point is, what is cost management? Okay, cost management is one thing. This is also one question which can be asked: what is cost management? Okay, so cost management is an activity of managers relating to planning and control of costs. Okay, so manager will take decisions regarding materials, processes, product designs, etc. Okay, to support the operating plan for the department. Okay, so they will take decisions about various costs which have to be incurred, right? All these activities come under cost management, right? Information for accounting systems help managers in cost management activities, right? That is not very important, but okay, this is one thing. Cost accounting system generates report, that is not cost management, but your accounting system is a part of the cost management system. Okay, why then? So what is cost management? Actually, when we are saying that cost accounting data is not cost management, but accounting system is a part of cost management. The cost management is not cost reduction alone. It is much broader. Okay, so here an example of cost management is given. After that, you will clearly understand what is cost management. Organization increases advertising expenditure to increase sales, increases R&D to promote new products. Okay, so here you are first incurring an expense okay, with a view to increasing your profits. Okay, just a moment, I'll just add my charger. Okay, just a minute. Okay, right. So now, so we're talking about what is cost management. So cost management is something, see, normally a business will incur certain costs, okay, and then it will gain profit. After that, when you are incurring some specialized costs, because of that, your revenue is going to increase further and you will get additional profit. That comes under cost management. Okay. Generally speaking, okay, generally speaking, all activities where you are incurring a cost will come under cost management. So here, cost management is being used under a specialized activity where you are incurring the cost with a foresight. Okay, that it will give you more profit. Okay. Right. So here, the managers are deliberately incurring additional costs in a period compared to previous period as they expect profits from such decisions. Okay. Cost is incurred with an expectation of profit. That is cost management. Cost is incurred with an expectation of profit. That is what is cost management. Okay. Now, role of management accounting is also described as problem solving, scorekeeping, and attention directing. Okay. So this is the role of management accounting. So this will come under role of management accounting. See, in ethics, the thing is that there are many things which will appear similar. Okay. Overall will be fine. Overall, what is ethics and what, that will be fine. When we delve deep into various things, then you will think that, okay, this is similar. Okay, role of management accounting similar to advantages of management accounting. Okay, there will be certain things you'll find as similar, right? But so you will have to remember it as it is. So your role of management accounting, if role is asked, you have to write problem solving, scorekeeping, and attention directing. What is all these three? I'll tell you. Okay. Problem solving is our general role of accounting in problem solving is to provide information useful to evaluating alternatives, like we do in decision making and all. That comes under problem solving. Okay. Problem solving comes under decision. Problem solving example is decision making. Okay. Next is scorekeeping, means recording. Scorekeeping is nothing but recording. So scorekeeping records the results of various actions of managers and helps in assessing whether results expected from various actions are realized or not. Okay, in scorekeeping, for each decision, what all did the manager expect and what did he spend expecting that you will write down. So later on, you can see if whatever the manager has spent, okay, has it actually got us the expected result or not. Okay, that is scorekeeping. Okay. Now, attention directing has a relation to scorekeeping. Okay. Now, scorekeeping in combination with expected results and comparative analysis of scores of various companies, divisions, and departments, comparative analysis of present and previous period scores, okay, show opportunities of focusing attention of manager to improve things. So here in scorekeeping, we are only recording what the manager has said and whether he has received, whether he has achieved his target or not. Attention directing, what it will do is it will keep your scorekeeping, plus it will get other related data, maybe of some other organizations, relevant data of other organizations and other things. So to direct your attention of what better could have been done, or what better can be done. Okay. So attention directing will just bring together other data to make it easier for decision. Okay. So role of management accounting. There are 3 points: problem solving, scorekeeping, and attention directing. If you just remember these 3, you can just write it in your own words like I have explained to you. Okay. So next point is value chain. Okay. Now, value chain is visualization of complete business as a sequence of activities in which usefulness is added, products or service produced and sold by an organization. Okay. So it is just, what is value chain? What is the value that you are adding? Okay. So this is this has relation with value analysis. Okay. So what is in, for example, in value analysis, you have one, what is done in value analysis is, say this is a toothpaste. Okay. Toothpaste. And here now you have a practice of putting one band here. Okay. Just for beauty, you put one band here. Okay. So now the cost of this band is 1 rupee. Okay. So in value analysis, you normally talk to the customers and see what part of your product is not adding value to them. Say if people say that no, they don't even look at this band, they don't even look at it. Okay, they are happy with the function of the toothpaste, hence they are purchasing. So after you have got this, okay, you will come to know that this rupee 1 investment is waste. It is not adding value. So in value analysis, what you do is you can then remove this. So say if you are in a month you are manufacturing 10 lakh toothpastes. Okay, multiply by rupees 1, your saving is 10 lakhs, correct? So this is what is done in value analysis. This is called as value analysis. Okay. So similarly, now here we are not talking about value analysis, we are talking about value chain. Okay. So value chain are all those parts, okay, of the organization in manufacture of the product that is creating value. That is your value chain. Another word is supply chain, which is different. Supply chain is, it starts from the persons who are giving you your raw materials, your suppliers. Supply chain starts from the supplier, it ends with the customer. Okay. So the entire chain from your supplier to your end customer, that is your supply chain. That comes under supply chain management. Okay. Value chain is little different than supply chain. So value chain, it derives more from value analysis. Okay. So what are the things you will see in supply chain? You will see everything. The whole thing is important for you. Okay. Right from the supplier to the end product for an organization to succeed. But in that band also, you can see where you are adding value, your value chain. That is called as value chain. Okay. That's the relation between value analysis, value chain, and supply chain. Okay. So value chain and supply chain, you can say, are similar. Both are chains, but value chain will be smaller than your supply chain. Okay. Value analysis is done based on particular products. But why I showed you value analysis is so you can understand value chain better. Okay. So things which are adding value to your product. Okay. Chalo. So value chain is visualization of complete business as a sequence of activities in which usefulness is added to the products or service produced and sold by organization. Okay. And the entire sequence of activities where you are adding values. If you can come to any one particular thing which is not adding value, but you are spending money on it, you can remove it. Okay. So that is value chain. Okay. So management accountants provide decision support for managers in each activity of value chain. Okay. So what are the things in our entire production process which is adding value and which is not adding value? Okay. So this also is shown by the management accountants. Okay. The decision of management accounting system has to take into consideration the decision needs of managers. So management accountants, what they do? They give data wherever managers need to take decisions. Okay. Also, it takes into consideration the new themes and challenges that management face currently. Okay. So duty of management accountant is what? To provide data for management use, correct? So that is the thing that is being talked about. Apart from that, it also has to think what are the new things where managers need to take decision. So they will collect data for that. They will not just prepare data for what management says. They have to think on their own also. Okay. Okay. So now, so management accounting takes into consideration the decision needs of management. Okay. Also takes into consideration new themes and challenges that the managers face. Okay. What are these things that we will see? First is customer focus. Okay. First is they have to stay, their focus should be towards the customer. You might have prepared a great, scientifically very good thing, but if the customers are not interested, that is useless. Okay. So every action of the organization must result in enhanced profitability or maintain profitability. That is customer focus. So what is required by the customer, that you have to manufacture. Okay. Second is key success factors. So key success factors are non-financial factors. They are not financial factors. They are non-financial factors. Okay. But they have economic viability. They have economic effect on the organization. They are non-financial but have an economic impact. Okay. Examples are cost, quality, time, and innovation are important key success factors. Cost, quality, time, and innovation. Okay. These are all key success factors. If you think closely, some of these might become financial. Okay. But here they are saying non-financial factors is, there is nothing additionally financial about it. Okay. But there are certain things like time. Okay. If you are currently delivering a product in 2 days, right? If someone else has come into the market who's delivering in 1.5 days, then your business might not be successful. So these are the things you have to look at. So these are the things you're looking at this, okay, from a non-financial point of view. Okay, cost, if I talk about cost, it will have something financial. Okay, but then when cost is a key success factor, there can be, if you are reducing the cost by very, very minute quantity, still your product can stay relevant. Okay, so in this, you are not looking at cost as a financial aspect, but as an aspect where you can stay in the business. Okay, so all these cost, quality, time, innovation, they are all key success factors. Okay, so management accounting systems needs to have provisions for tracking the performance of the organization and its divisions as well as competitors on these key success factors. So these are the key success factors. Management accounting should know how we are performing in key success factors. So in short, what you have to say here is the design of management accounting system should be customer oriented or customer focused. Second is key success factors like cost, quality, time, innovation. Okay, how we are doing in key KSF, they're in short called as KSFs. How we are doing in key success factors and how our competitors are doing. That data you'll have to keep ready. Okay, continuous improvement is very important for staying relevant. It's also called as Kaizen. Okay, Kaizen is a Japanese term. Okay, then next is value chain and supply chain analysis. Okay, now see your value chain and supply chain have been brought together here. Okay, both are not same as I've told you earlier. So value chain as a strategic framework for analyzing competitive advantage was promoted by Michael Porter. Okay, Michael Porter was the person who really started promoting the idea of value chain. Okay, in our entire chain of manufacturing, what is adding value, what is not adding value. Supply chain is a bigger chain, starts from your supplier, ends with your customer. Okay, management accountants have to become familiar with and provide information to implement framework by strategic planners. Okay, management accountant, what they should do is, so they have to collect data. In short, if I were to tell you in short, what you can write easily, value chains in a supply chain analysis, management accountants will have to collect data about this, okay, to share it with the management. This Michael Porter's name you should remember, can be asked in your objective type. Okay, right? Value chain was promoted by Michael Porter. Fine. Chalo. Next is professional ethics. We can continue this tomorrow. So this is the last part. After, from here, we will be able to complete your course. Okay. So let me say continue. Okay. I'll be posting the second lecture. Actually, after this, just breaking it down so that it will be easier for you to understand. Okay. Okay, then fine. So we'll continue with this either later today. I'll post it or tomorrow. Okay. That's it. Thank you.